Okay, this is for all the people that are not musicians, can't play an instrument, don't know anything about music or music theory. So what I'm going to teach today is what I call the string theory hack. And with this, you don't have to learn all these fancy chords like major sevenths and diminished, augmented, minor chords, etc. You don't need to know anything about music at all. And you'll be able to sing and play more than half of the songs that have ever been written in history. And it's based on what I call string theory. So even if you have only two fingers on this hand and two fingers on that hand and you think, there's no way I'll play the guitar, yes way. And it's very easy. So if you've got a guitar collecting dust up in the attic, time to pull it out, go down to your music store and give them $1 and say, can you tune my guitar to open G tuning? So open G is different to standard. So this is the G chord. The guitar, in the shape of a G, is a G instrument. So because we don't want to learn all these shapes and all of this stuff, and we've only got one finger over here, how do we not do that? And then C, D, it's out of tune, but, well, what you saw as G is now so now this is G. And if we take, this is the string theory bit. So this guitar string is, over here you can see it is 66 centimeters and 26 inches. In the middle, we have 33, 13 inches. The third of a string, we have 44 centimeters. And then the quarter of the string happens to be, what's that, Zen?
That's about
46 and a half, 49 and a half.
49 and a half, yeah.
Okay, so
19 and a half.
So we have the middle, the third of the string, and the quarter of the string. And it just so happens there is a thing called harmonics right here. And right here, that's the middle, the G spot. Not as prominent, but not as strong and beautiful and crispy, but, and at the quarter of the string. These are called harmonics, not harmonies. Harmonies, like fifths, or thirds. That's harmonies. This is harmonics. You just touch the string lightly, rest the finger on the string, and there it sounds. It doesn't happen here. Dead, 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 dead. Aha, the third of the string. Dead. All right, so remember here's 33, yeah? Well, you see, the guitar has a body, has a neck, and there's 33 centimeters to the headstock. This is the neck, this is the head heaven, this is the body, and this is Jacob's ladder. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, back to Aries, right? The Lamb of God here's the hack. So we know there that this is what's called the tonic because we're in the key of G. It's the tonic. This here, the quarter of a string, that's called the subdominant. This here, the third of the string, that's called the dominant. So we're just going to play those three chords. And I will show you how every second song in history is based on this string theory. The tonic, the first, the subdominant, the fourth, and the dominant, the fifth. These are called 1-4-5 songs. You can search in your search engine 1-4-5 songs and you'll see a million. Every 12-bar blues is based on this. Here we go. I won't do that because it defeats the purpose. I said no chord, so let's just, it's going to be a little bit more boring, but going Kansas City, here I come. Going Kansas City, here I come. You got lots of pretty women there, and I'm going to get me one. That's just an example of 12-bar blues. Been a long time since I rock and roll. Been a long time since I did a stroll. Let me get it back, let me get it back, let me get it back. Where I come from. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time. All right, La Bamba. Ba bamba, bamba bamba, bamba bamba, bamba bamba. Come on, twist and shout. Come on, baby, on, baby. I'm getting confused because I don't know exactly where to start that. But twist and shout, the list goes on and on and on. So now, this is the first step. I always say to people, follow the dots, the pentatonic scale. The guitars, most guitars will have these dots. These two are the most important. The quarter of the string, the half of the string. And then in the next video, part 2, I'm going to teach how to incorporate this bad boy and this bad boy. And you'll know why they're bad boys. See, these sound clean, and beautiful. Oops. Okay? And as I said, just knowing that, follow the dots. Now, why are the other ones bad boys? Well, we'll get into that in the next one, but yeah, you can already feel that minor sound. That's why he's a real good, handy fella in rock and roll, you know? Once John Bonham and Richie Blackmore were sitting in a pub. This is a true story. And John Bonham, being the cheeky Gemini that he is, he says to Richie, says, don't you get bored of doing it? And Richie turned around and says, don't you get bored doing one chord? True story. So that's why he's a bad boy. The Allman Brothers. Oh, how about Bad to the Bone? We've got Little Red Rooster. Rolling Stones. Led Zeppelin, When the Levee Breaks. Better to do it with see? So even though 12 Bar Blues is even though it just uses the 1 and the 4 and the 5, you see how important this minor sounding is. It's dark. These are happy. This is dark. And this one also is dark. So the G's happy. It's the flattened 7th. So I've already said too much about these two bad boys. That's in the next part. Follow the dots, guys. And one more thing before I go. Most guitars have the dot here, and this is wrong. Why? Because this interval then repeats over here, and that does not happen anywhere in music. Okay? So this interval has to be followed by a tone, and then that minor third, which is the same as this, has to be here. So remember, don't remove that dot, but just put the dot here. And then you have the pentatonic scale. But for now, 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. See you on the next one.
All right.